Donald Trump, 47th President of the United States, leading up to the election, he said that he was in favor of seeing some kind of movement on the legalization of cannabis. And, well, people have asked, are we going to see a change in regards to cannabis policy under this new government? And there was actually talks the other day of an executive order being dropped on the first day of the presidency to deschedule cannabis. Unfortunately, that did not happen. And there's actually an article that I have here that says that not only could it not happen, it's not possible. It's not possible. The Dales report states this.
I think we've had a lot of people that are thought leaders on administrative law and on the way things work. I know we saw a lot of big accounts yesterday saying that it was breaking. There's news of an executive order legalizing cannabis. We all know that you cannot fundamentally alter a law and take cannabis off of the CSA via an executive order. Doesn't exist, can't happen. Even if we wanted it to happen, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So I think that was a social experiment by Elon Musk and by people in Trump's campaign to get large MAGA influencers to talk about cannabis, especially as it relates to cannabis legalization, and then measure social sentiment in real time. It was all too orchestrated.
So essentially, it states that the president can't move it based on the drug acts and the drug enforcement policy. The executive order would not have an effect on the descheduling of cannabis. But with that point aside, because it's just a minor one, people are kind of curious if there will be some kind of wavering. And 2 weeks ago, we had the story that we covered briefly about the Farm Bill being delayed another year. That's about all the kind of action we're going to see over the course of the next 4 years of presidency. We've seen that the DEA are delaying the decision to even deschedule cannabis in the first place. So, no, I don't see that there'll be any movement in regards to cannabis. I do think that the Farm Bill will exist for at least another year. Will anything happen to the Farm Bill after that? I'm not sure. There is this article here that I'll cover. It says Farm Bill gets another 1 year delay, leaving hemp THC untouchable for now. Future of the U.S. hemp industry remains on the lines as lawmakers once again have placed a 5-year Farm Bill reauthorization package on the back burner and instead agreed to a 1 year extension in the final days of the current Congress. This was back in December. Congressional leaders in Washington released a 1,500-page spending bill on December 17th that intends to keep the federal government funded through March 14th to avoid a partial shutdown amid the looming deadline for the end of this week if they don't act. While the stopgap spending measure includes the final financial priorities under the divided government before Republicans take control of the Senate next month, remember this is last month, it also includes funding for several other legislative matters that lawmakers failed to address earlier this year. Specifically, that includes reauthorizing the Agriculture Improvement Act of 2018, the Farm Bill. So it's back on the burner. So what is the future of it? Well, this bill will come to renewal in a year. So that's going to have to be acted on. I expect it'll probably stay the same. I imagine it'll probably get another renewal, like the 5-year plan will just be continued. That would probably be the most movement, and only because it has to. But at this point, nothing else has to move. The government's not going to do anything until the banking sector gives its approval, and the banking sector isn't going to do anything until the government gives its approval. So it's literally just in this limbo of what's going to happen next. And I do, of course, want to see some kind of movement on the needle. People always say, but Pigeons, you're a Canadian and you're legal up there. What does that have to do with you? Yeah, but I'm part owner in 2 American businesses and I have an American-owned product. So I do have some interest in what happens in south of the border. Now, besides that point, America is a huge influential nation in the world. The world acts when America acts. Let's face it, the international community only made cannabis illegal in the first place because of the pressure by the American government. If the American government continues to stay complacent on cannabis policy, so will the rest of the world. And Canada looks south of the border to shape its policy. So anyways, it's kind of a sticky situation, but the reality is that I don't see a whole lot changing in the next 4 years. I would like to be optimist about this, Optimus Prime, but I'm optimist about a lot of other things. this ain't one of them. The legalization of cannabis on the federal level in America doesn't seem bright for me. But that's my opinion, and I'm curious what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Are you hopeful? Will the Farm Bill mean that we need to keep moving the needle? Will 4 years from now seem like a very long time for people to change their minds and change their vote? I want to hear from you. And if you have that opinion or any opinion, you can hit me up at Pigeons420 over on X. That's where I do a lot of my conversation.
Did you enjoy this clip? Well, if so, I got a brand new channel with all the highlights, all the talking points, and interviews. Plus, I talk a bunch of shit and so much more. Link down below. Check it out.
We're checking out Spider Farmer's newest 2024 G5000. This is a 480 watt dimmable, cost-effective, full-spectrum, high-yield commercial LED grow light, and is going to work great in a 4x4 space. Pushing 2.85 micromoles per joule, this is a fantastic grow light, even giving you smart app controls. So now with your phone, you can set programmed schedules, adjust brightness levels, and communicate between your lights. In fact, you can even simulate sunrise and sunset from the app. The app is now usable with the upgraded SE and G series, allowing users to easily manage their lights via the app with their phone. Check out spider-farmer.com, use promo code PIGEONS420. Save a few dollars off at checkout and help support the show.
And a huge shout out to AC Infinity for sponsoring today's video. If you're looking for some high-tech quality equipment for your tent, check out acinfinity.com. Whether it's their clip-on fans, the Gen 2s, their air circulation systems, or their lights, check them out at acinfinity.com. Use promo code PIGEONS420. You're going to save a few dollars off at checkout. You're going to help support the show, and you're going to get yourself some quality equipment. Also, a huge shout out to Seedsman. If you're looking for some quality genetics from a quality place, check out Seedsman. Use promo code PIGEONS420. They're working with some of the best breeders in the game to hook you up with quality genetics. Check them out. Use promo code PIGEONS420 and thank them both for sponsoring today's video.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear.
Hi, I'm Pigeons420. Will you be an angel for an abused plant? Every day, innocent plants are abused, beaten, and neglected, and they're calling for your help. Please visit stashblend.com today and join the nation in helping abused plants get an 8-ounce bag of Stash Blend. That's just $27.70 or 96 cents per day. You'll be helping rescue plants from their abusers and provide nutrition, beneficial bacteria, mycorrhizae, and love. You'll help rescue plants from their abusers. Call or join now, and you'll receive a welcome kit of a photo of a dude impacted by your decision. Order now and change a life.